Hey guys, my name is Nogan, and welcome to my um sorry um to my Java series. Sorry guys, I'm not feeling good. Um, but anyway, in today's video, we will be focusing on if the switch statement. The switch statement is something we'll define, of course, in a moment. But now, if you guys didn't watch the previous video, we spoke about the if and else statements in Java and how we can use them, of course, as a means of conditions and try to evaluate them, of course. On the current top there, check it out because we just justified like using a payroll program development for using those if and else statements for employees and stuff. Now, let's jump to the IDE NetBeans. So right now I just made a academic year program, as you can see on your left here. But now, based on the source packages now in the academic year folder, we have a test year, the Java file, which is now the test program file we have, with the main function, of course, inside of it. Now, I'm gonna first, before we start any coding, I'm gonna just first try to clarify like what is the switch statement. Now, the switch statement is the same as if and else, but now is using now a switch keyword. Of course, as we'll see in a moment. It takes now a condition. Only one condition is a means of input. But now the one condition has like a sequence of cases. Each case represents now a potential execution of the condition, which means each case will try to evaluate now the switch condition if it's true or false. You'll see in a moment right now when we evaluate it. So first we first include the import java .utility file for the scanner class. We also, after it, now I'm going to just declare a few variables in here. I'll first say let's say int year, because now this year, of course, it will be the one for input by the user. Before I do that, let me just include the scanner class here, scanner input, because we new scanner system system.in. Awesome. So after this, now I'm going to use now this variable of int here. I'm going to just say is equals to now input again, just to make sure we're using the input functionality by scanner class to input any of the years. Now I'm going to just say system dot out print line. Now here I'll just say enter your academic year study. Awesome. So which means what's happening is now we want the user eventually to include now here his eventually I can say year of study, which means this input is focusing on a user inputting now his or her year of study. It's a means of input, as you can see here. So let me just include also here plus, because now I want to take, of course, this as a means of input. So I'll just say year, because now here the user input now the year of study, of course, you can see here. We wanted to input that. So after it, I'm going to say switch keyword. Now in this parentheses we have a condition. Now the condition, of course, it will be based on year. The year will be an int value, meaning take like from, for example, the first case will be case 1. Now the case 1 will be now the first year of study, which will be, if I use a system without print line. Let's say it will be now freshman. Or the first year. use the break keyword. Break now, just make sure now we're gonna break from this case, which means this statement here. Case 1 is a potential condition to be evaluated now based on the input here, which means if the user inputs now 1, fundamentalist is the first year of study, 1 is going to be true now based on this case here, then the body of the case statement now, the system.out print line statement will be printed now saying a freshman or first year, which means you're a first year student. Now the break, just make sure that now we break from this switch case condition, out of this switch case condition, and from the main function again, of course, as you can see here. So we're going to have include a few more cases. We're going to take case again. Case 2. System, put out again. Print. It will be sophomore or second year study. Break. Case 3. Let me speed up the process now by just copying this statement. Copy. Paste it here. Junior. Third year. Break. In case again. Paste. Now you'll be a senior, of course, in your fourth year or your final year. Awesome. Break. Now after this 4 case conditions here, we'll include another default statement by means of by saying the default, of course, will be executed if the ended values of the switch case condition, here, has not been valued to be true. By default, the default section of the case statement will be executed. We will use the default keyword by saying if anyone enters any value other than the ones being justified in this case conditions, it will be invalid. Input. Awesome. So this is basically what's happening here. So basically after this, we're going to be using now this as a means of a taking addition, which means a switch keyword based on a condition now takes in one input for a multiple of possible conditions to be validated to be true, as you can see here. Now let me just clean and bold this. Awesome. Just run this and see what's going on. You see anything here? I'm gonna play something, doing something, but no, this is a bit off. Okay, let me just try to resolve this very fast. Okay, let me just cut this. Use a scanner class come before. If I paste this here, give an error because it now has to be this. Okay, so now because if I paste this eventually here, it will give an error because this variable has to be defined here. So what I'll do, let me just take now eventually the. Okay, let me remove this. Just now this needs to be evaluated. Okay. Awesome. Okay, because the condition needs to be first, because now this needs to be displayed first before it can enter anything. So let me first remove this here. Okay, so after it now, it's going to be now because this one needs to first be displayed, then it's going to input something here. Awesome. Okay, let's just clean and roll this because now the logic of the program needs to be on point. Run this. Yeah, awesome. So after We're going to test the program by saying, enter your academic year of study, not student, in 2024. So I just try to fix the logic for this statement. Study. Awesome. Okay, so let's run this one more time. It's very important that you make sure that the logic of your program is on point. The logic meaning now, does the program make sense? Because sometimes you can build a program and it doesn't make sense. Even though your syntax, of course, is on point, but now the logic meaning now doesn't make sense. For example, here, enter your academic year of study, not enter your academic year of student, because it's a little confusing. Meaning the logic of the program doesn't make sense, but even though it runs, of course, or is on point, but the understanding, like where it's going, needs to make sense. So after this, if you enter any number from 1 to 4 as a means of input, let's say for example it will be 1. So freshman will be this place of like this first year. So fundamentally it makes sense, you can see here. Okay, so based on this here, SUC is working properly. Let's try and run this one more time. Okay, enter your academic year of study again. So let's try to input something because the case statement is from 1 to 4. Let's say I'm entering going to be now 5. 5 is now not in the case statement, the switch statement conditions, but it is a value from the range of 1 to 4. So if I enter 5, it will be now saying invalid input, because now if you look at this condition here based on the switch statement, 5 is not in the same case conditions here. It's outside, which means from the range of 1 to 4 cases, it's outside. So that's why the default keyword here will be executed by saying now we have an invalid input based on the value of 5 here. Okay. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to comment down below, like and share. Thank you.